Hey, my beauties, it is CC, your frugal goddess. I'm coming to y'all today with Women Talk Wednesday. I'm going to come back tomorrow and do my wig review. Y'all, I've been taking Cheyenne's hair down all day. I am super tired, so I'm going to come do my wig review tomorrow. But I wanted to come on here and get Women Talk Wednesday out because I really want this to really be a new movement on YouTube for women to talk about women stuff and you know what I'm saying, the real stuff we go through. Okay, today I'm gonna talk about he is not your husband. Okay, y'all, I have heard so many people say, you know, well, I wouldn't do that for him because he's not your husband. I wouldn't do the other for him because he's not your husband. You know what? He ain't gonna never be your husband. Because if you like me, now this is my opinion, okay? This is my opinion. And opinions like noses. Everybody got one. But I look at it like this. Okay, y'all, I got 7 kids, okay? 7. If you can't help me out with my kids, you can't help me out with my bills and stuff, I damn sure ain't finna marry your ass. I'm not finna marry you. Okay? For what? I could do bad by myself. Okay, now, let's look at it from a man's point of view. Okay, he done paid your phone bill 7 months out the last 12. He done helped you with your rent 5 months out the last 12. He done gave you money to go to the laundromat. He done gave you money on your gas. He done gave you money on Lil John John's T-ball uniform. He asked you for $100 and you just got a $500 bonus from work. I can't do that. You not my husband. No, I ain't gonna be able to do that. Or you do it and you and your friend is in your ear. Imagine she ain't got no man. Your friend is in your ear. Girl, I wouldn't do that for him. He ain't your husband. Guess what? He ain't gonna never be your husband.
2 things.
Excuse me, y'all. Now my husband wants something. Excuse me. Okay, y'all, I'm sorry. Now, listen, let me clarify some stuff. I'm not telling y'all to go out here and get no joint bank accounts. I ain't telling y'all to go buy no houses, cars, condominiums. What is that? The vacation plan. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I ain't telling you to go out and do all of that with this man, okay? But all I'm saying is offer some contribution to the relationship. Don't take this, he's not your husband, to the point where you lose out on a good man. Now, if he trifling, hey, you ain't got to contribute nothing because he trifling. If he ain't helping you out with no bills, he ain't done helped out with John T-ball outfit and all of that. He don't bring you no dinner. He don't bring you no takeout, no Chinese plate. You ain't got to do nothing. If y'all got to understand where y'all friends with benefits, hey, it's all good. But if you with this man and you know what I'm saying, you feeling this man is doing for you, don't let them words, he's not your husband, make you lose out on a good man. Okay, I'm going to tell you something. Juanita Bynum says, she did an analogy in one of her sermons, and she talked about how the female eagle, when the female eagle goes to choose a mate, she flies way up and she takes a stick about the size of a baby eagle and she drops it. Now she wants to see if the male eagle is going to catch the baby if it falls out the tree, or if it falls, or if its wings gets tired. So if that male eagle catches that baby eagle, excuse me, give me this marker. Where's the top? Go get the rest of those markers. Go ahead. Go on. And you better not be done wrote on nothing in that room. Okay, if he catches the baby eagle, give him some cool points, you under dig. Now, dig this. She go back up in there, way up in there. She get another stick. This stick is about the size of her. She drops that stick. She want to know if he gonna catch her if she falls. See, that's what I'm talking about. When you got a man that's gonna catch you when you fall, I ain't telling you to catch him, because a lot of times as women, we don't have the ability to catch that man when he falls, because we got kids, we got other responsibilities. But guess what? We might not be able to catch him when he falls, but we might be able to stop him from falling. You know what I'm saying? During income tax time, it was a thing that said, you know, it's your live-in boyfriend. All of his taxes then went to child support. Child support took his taxes or something. Whatever happened to his taxes. I don't know what happened to the man's taxes. But he didn't get no taxes. Now, you done got a $6,000 tax return. Okay. Now, here's my thing. The question was, would you give him some? Now, I'm not, y'all know I'm not prejudiced. I'm not funny style, none of that. But I'm going to tell you this. I'm in different groups on Facebook, okay? So I was just curious. Now, this going to make some people mad. This going to really make some people mad. Well, I'm finna throw this out here at y'all. But I'm just saying. I'm telling y'all what happened, okay? Now, as stated, I'm in some groups on Facebook. In one group where the question was thrown out there, the majority of the women were black women. And the majority of those women was like, no, I ain't giving them nothing. I bought a nigga a game or something like that. You know, those were their responses. I give him a haircut. I get him some shoes, this, that, and the other. Okay, so I said, let me check something out. So I went over into another group that I'm in on Facebook where the majority of the women are white. It is some black women, but a lot of the women in there are white. I proposed the same question. I took the same little picture and put it in the group. I didn't add nothing. I didn't take nothing away. I just asked, you know, what would y'all do? Now, the majority... Oh, okay, you can add this. We missed it. The majority of those women, the white women, stated that they would give that man something. Some of them said they would split half of it with him. Some of them said they would give him a couple of $1,000s. Now, a few of them, you know, responded like I was short. Like, why wouldn't I? What's wrong with you? Why wouldn't I give him some? Because it said this is your live-in boyfriend. Now, in my mind, this is how I look at the situation. If you are my live-in boyfriend, mind you, I'm going to use me and my husband as an example. Okay, I had 5 kids. Didn't have nothing to do with him. He wasn't even there when they was born. Wasn't there when they was conceived. Didn't know nothing about them. Half of them, I think at that time, my twins were maybe 12 or 13 when I met my husband. Okay, so anywho, we moving on, and no, they had to be younger than that. Wow, but anyway, and so he has one child. At that time he had 1 child and 1 grandchild. Okay, when I met him, as I stated, I had 5 kids and 1 grandchild. Now that equation is a little off. You know what I'm saying? But he helped my son buy some shoes. I mean, this is just us, you know, friends with benefits a little bit more stage. No, we were staying together. We were staying together at this time. But he helped my son buy some shoes, gave me money for my daughter, this, that, and the other. I mean, you know, our relationship had progressed and stuff. He was doing a lot for me and my kids, okay? Now, when we first started kind of staying together, I was staying back and forth to his house. I was getting food stamps. See, a lot of y'all ain't even gonna admit y'all got food stamps. You used to get them, but I got them. And I would take part of my food stamps and buy groceries at his house. The reason being because I was over there eating. It's not big, don't take a rocket scientist to figure it. I was spending more time there than I was at home. Why wouldn't I buy food there than to let it spoil at home, or just hoard onto some food stamps and say, well, that ain't my husband. I'm not going to put no food in his house. No. And even though he didn't ask me to pay no bills or nothing, had he asked me, I would have. But we went into our relationship, you know, with him saying he wanted me to be with him exclusively. That was that. And I was cool with that. So as we progressed, you know what I'm saying, my husband does contracting work. So when we good, you know what I'm saying? But sometimes, you know, things fall a little short. So when that happens, I have to step in and help pay some bills. I don't have a problem with that. I've never had a problem with that. Because, y'all, I like to shop. I love to shop. Okay, all I'm saying, because I don't want to hold y'all hostage. I'm already into 10 minutes. All I'm saying is, ladies, give back at least part of what you're getting. Now, if you got a no good trifling man that ain't doing nothing, ain't paying no bills, ain't doing nothing but laying the pipe, all you got to do is spread your legs and smile. And I hope he's doing a good job at that. But, you know, if you got a good man that's helping take care of you, and if you have children that not none of his, you know what I'm saying? Be positive and contribute to that relationship. Because some of y'all, I'm going to say this, some of y'all done wondered how come you had a good man and you was faithful and you was doing this and you was doing that and you was doing the other. And then here comes Susie Q and came along and she done took your good man. You know why? Because Susie Q didn't care if he was her husband. Susie Q treated him the way he wanted, the way he treated her. Susie Q slipped him $50 when he spent all his money on bills. That's why. For real, for real. And some, you know what I'm saying? We all, every man and woman falls short. I'm going to tell you, this lady had told me something one time. And it was, she said, you know, she used to wonder why she had so much problems out of her kids. And she said she prayed about it. And God told her, he said, you're not going to have no perfect kids because you're not perfect. Well, guess what? I'm not going to have no perfect kids. I'm not going to have no perfect man. And I'm not going to have no perfect life. But I serve a God that can help me perfect the wrongs. Okay? So when me and my husband are going through, before he was my husband and since he's been my husband, when we going through, guess what? I put the big G on him. I don't argue with him. I don't argue with him. He done got so full of it now. I ask him, I just look at him, I say, what's wrong? You know what's wrong. Because he already know I done put the big G on him. He'll tell me, you know what happened. Yeah, I know. I know, because I put the big G on. Y'all nip this in the bud. I'm not finna argue with you. I'm not finna try to tell a grown man what to do. I'm finna pray on you. I'm finna put God on you. And the same thing with my kids. But I also put forth the effort to be the woman that he needs me to be. I try to be the helpmate in our relationship. Another thing I'm going to share with y'all. Me, Risa, and Miss Tweety was talking. And we were talking about men and stuff. And I say, you know, no, Miss Tweety was talking. She said, you know, the Bible says, when a man findeth a wife, he findeth a good thing. And it's something, just a little light bulb went on in my head. And I said, y'all know what? The Bible speaks a lot about when a man finding a wife. And it does. It talks about a man loving his wife, how a man's supposed to leave his mom and them and cleave to his wife. It talks a lot about a man finding a wife. Y'all know what it don't say? It don't say. Now, if I'm wrong, please correct me. Because I asked Risa. Risa said, no, see, I ain't never seen that myself. But it don't say when a woman find a husband, she find a good thing. It don't say that. Now, it does tell us how to be a good wife. It tells us that. And it tells a husband how to be a good husband. But it don't talk about when we find a husband, we find a good thing. The Lord know them men is terrible. He knows that. He know they terrible. But he also knows that if we use wisdom, we have the wisdom and the knowledge and the know-how to lean that man this way and lean him that way and lean him the other way. And I'm going to talk about that next Wednesday. If don't nobody step up and want to do a Women Talk Wednesday. If you want to do a Women Talk Wednesday, please leave it down below. Give me a date. Inbox me on Facebook. DM me on Instagram. However you want to get in touch with me. I'll even put my Gmail account, you know, that email account down below. And you can give me an email. Shoot an email at me. Because I don't want to be the only woman talking on Wednesday. Okay? Well, I'm finna get out of here. Y'all hear he's thirsty and he's tired too. And I gotta wash Cheyenne's hair. I done went about 15 minutes now. I'm sorry, y'all. I ain't mean to hold y'all hostage like this. But we're going to talk some more next week or the week after that if somebody wants to jump in. With that, I want you to have a beautiful, blessed day. Remember to be your own kind of beautiful. Love you. Later.